Hi, good day sa inyong tanan. This is Teacher John. Welcome sa atong YouTube channel. So today's lesson, graphing rational functions. In this particular lesson, we will be knowing domain, Y-intercept, X-intercept, vertical asymptotes, horizontal asymptotes, the range of the function. We have an example here. Alright, sketch the graph of f of x equal to 3x squared minus 8x minus 3 all over 2x squared plus 7x minus 4, and then find its domain and range. So that would be our objective, to sketch, to find its domain, and to find the range. So in order for us to sketch this graph, we will be answering the y-intercept, the x-intercepts, or somehow we call it zeros, the vertical asymptotes, and the horizontal asymptotes. After that, we can graph this function, and after that we can identify the domain and the range. Alright, so let's try first to find the y-intercept. Okay, in order for us to know the y-intercept, what are we going to do is to make the x become 0.
This is how to find the y-intercept. So f of 0. So we make x equal to 0. Yan yung pagkamita sa y-intercept ha. So just change all of the x or x's, substitute rather, into 0. So 0 raised to 2, that's 0. 0 times 3 is 0. So this is 0. Next, negative 8 times 0, that is 0. And minus 3. Okay. I hope sabtan na. Next, this is 0 as well. 7 times 0, that is 0. Okay, then negative 4. Alright. So this would become negative 3 over negative 4. So that would become positive 3/4. Okay, so we have our y-intercept. Let's proceed to our x-intercept.
To answer the x-intercept, we need to focus on the numerator to make this function become 0, or should I say the product or the result would become 0. So this is how this is what we're gonna do. Make the numerator on this function become 0. So we have 3x squared minus 8x minus 3. That is trinomial. Since that is trinomial, try to identify if that is a perfect trinomial, or should I say, are we able to, or is it possible for us to factor out? If the answer is yes, then factor it out, and after that, identify your x. That would become 0, so that you can have your x-intercepts, or in other word, you can have your zeros.
So 3x squared minus 8x minus 3 is factorable, of course. Okay, we can factor it out. You can check your first term, 3x squared. So what are the two numbers or variable that we can multiply that become 3x squared? Of course, it should be 3x and then x. So 3x times x, that will become 3x squared. Now look at your last term, negative 3. Then what are those numbers that you can multiply that would become negative 3? That would be positive 1 and negative 3, and that would be negative 1 and positive 3. Now, you identify your middle term, or should I say the second term, that is negative 8x. Now, try to understand, if you're going to go on the middle term, or should I say the second term, the product, or should I say the sum, should become negative 8x. So this will become positive 1 and negative 3. Okay? Positive 1 and negative 3. Why? Because if I gonna check this one, the middle portion, 3x times negative 3, that is negative 9x. And positive 1 times x, that is positive x. So if you're going to add, that will become negative 8x. Alright? So these factorization of ours, or should I say these factors, are correct. So therefore, we can conclude that this will become 3x equal to negative 1, and this will become x equal negative 1/3. Okay? Now for the other x, that will become x equal to positive 3. Okay? So take note that our x's, or should I say zeros,
or x-intercepts are negative 1/3 and positive 3. So let me, okay, so these are our x-intercepts. Now next, since we already have our y-intercepts, color red, x-intercepts or zeros, color blue, let's proceed to the vertical asymptotes. Okay? For vertical asymptotes, guys, what we need to do is to focus on the denominator of the function, and then try to identify which x, or what is the value, if plural, what are the values kung daghan of x in which it would become undefined, or should I say 0. Alright, that's what I discussed from the previous topic and examples. So let's change the pen into black. So this black is for vertical asymptotes.
Okay? Alright, so as what I said, let's focus on the denominator. 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. Same what we did in the x-intercepts or zeros. Try to factor out if it is factorable. And the answer is yes. Okay? So we have to do like this. And after that, what are the numbers, rather, that if you're going to multiply, it becomes 2x squared. So of course, that's 2x and that's x. And after that, you check on your last term, negative 4. What are those numbers that if you're going to multiply, it becomes negative 4? So we have 4 possible answers that would become negative 1 and positive 4. That would also positive 1 and negative 4. Then we, only 3 possible answers, and positive 2 and negative 2. Okay, so since you have 3 possible options, try to think the middle term, which is positive 7x. So that would become plus 4 here, and this would become negative 1. Okay, now if we try to check the middle term, 2x times 4, that's 8x. Okay, and the middle, negative 1 times x, that's negative x. So if you add, it becomes positive 7x. Alright, so meaning these factor of ours here are correct. So that means this will become 2x equal to positive 1, and that will become x equal 1/2. Okay, while the other x here, it becomes x equal to negative 4. So 1/2 and negative 4,
those are our vertical asymptotes. Okay, so meaning these are the number, or the x, the value of x, that are not part on the solution set of this problem. Now we have vertical asymptotes. Let's proceed to our horizontal asymptotes. As we know how to answer vertical asymptotes, we are trying to look for the first term of, or the leading term of the function, the numerator and the denominator. So let's try to use,
we have 3x squared, and then we have 2x squared. Since the exponents are just the same, so therefore we can conclude that we have an horizontal asymptotes, and the horizontal asymptotes is 3/2. Okay, so that's it. Our horizontal asymptotes, I'm gonna put is y equal 3/2. Let me check kung makita ba. Di makita. Makita sa video. Dili, ano lang. Y equal to 3/2. Alright.
so we have our Y-intercept.
Okay. Okay. Madadaan na. Okay, so atong i-plot ang atong kuhaan. Una, let's start with the Y-intercept. If the x is 0, then your y is 3/4. Okay, so doon sa 1. Okay, so here, for example, this is 1. Na, 1 na siya. This is your, atong i-red pen. Black. This is your, yung black, 3/4 tape. Okay, so that would be your Y-intercept. Now let's proceed to x-intercepts or zeros. Now, if your y is 0, then your x would be negative 1/3. Okay, so if this is 1, if that is 1, negative 1 rather, this is positive 1. The negative 1/3 is here. Then the positive 3 will be here. Now next, after that, let's proceed on the vertical asymptotes, in which we try to create a broken line. So let's start with 1/2. 1/2, that's positive, so that is vertical asymptotes, 1/2. Okay. Okay, next is negative 4. So that is negative 1, negative 2. Mag-go na kayo to negative 2. Negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. So this is our second vertical asymptotes. Okay, next is the horizontal asymptotes, in which y is equal to 3/2. So 3/2, that's 1.5. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2. Okay, so 1.5 direct. Okay, so that's the horizontal asymptotes. To two vertical asymptotes and one horizontal, or should I say, like, horizontal asymptotes. Two vertical asymptotes and two vertical asymptotes, one horizontal asymptotes. Next step after that, since we know already our vertical asymptotes, horizontal
asymptotes, Y-intercept, X-intercept, let's proceed on what we call test points. So in test points, guys, what we need to do is to use the in which the numerator would become 0 or the denominator would become 0 as our boundaries. So meaning we're going to use this negative 1 over 3, the 3, the 1/2, and the negative 4. So we're going to use the x-intercept or the zeros, and as well as this second one, the vertical asymptotes. Take note, blue and black ang atong gamiton. See, this is the zeros or the x-intercepts, and this is the vertical asymptotes. Kay mao man ni ang vertical, ang vertical asymptotes mao man ang denominator nga ma-zero siya. While si x-intercept or zeros mo na nga mahitabo ang numerator po ang mahimong 0. So we use negative 1/3, 3, positive 1/2, and negative 4 as our boundaries.
Okay, so that is our test point, guys. So we use negative 4, negative 1/3, look at this, negative 4, here, negative 1/3, 1/2, 3. So our test point are the x should be less than negative 4, x in between, because if I gonna write or create katong atong gihingo sa una, if you remember, this is test line. Alright, line test or line point. This is negative 4, this is negative 1/3, this is 1/2, this is 3, diba? So we're going to have to check, let's put 3, then here 1/2, here negative 1/3, here negative 4. So what we're going to check is all the number here less than negative 4, the number in between negative 4 and 1/3 here, the number in between negative 1/3 and 1/2 here, in between 1/2 and 3, and all the numbers greater than 3. So we're going to check 5 numbers as our test point. So here we decided to put negative 10. On this side here we decided negative 2. Here on this side in the center we decided to put 0. Here positive 1, that's in between the 1/2 and 3. Now you can choose any number as long as it's in between. Okay, here is positive 10. So after that, as what we did before, this is the final function here. So each one of them we're going to put here as our test points, or should I say criteria on the test point. So in the numerator we have 3x plus 1 and x minus 3. In the denominator we have 2x minus 1 and x plus 4. So 3x plus 1, change the x into negative 10. So it will become negative 30, negative 29. So this is negative. Here negative. Here positive because 0. So 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1. That's positive 1. Positive, positive. X minus 3, negative 10, minus 30, negative 13, negative 5. This is negative 3. This is negative 2. This is positive 9 or positive 7, I mean. Right? Next, 2x minus 1. We have negative 20, negative 21, negative, negative 4, negative 5. Here, negative 1. Here, it's 2, it's 1, positive 1. Here, it's 20, it's 19, that's why positive. Here, plus, x plus 4, this is negative 6, negative 6. Here, it will become positive 2, positive, positive, positive. So after that, multiply both numerator, and then multiply as well the denominator. Then after that, you divide numerator into denominator. So here, it will become positive, diba? Negative times negative. Here, positive as well. Here, negative, here, negative, here, positive. So multiply as well the denominator, this will become positive, negative, negative, this will become positive, this is positive. The next, divide numerator and denominator, this will become positive, here, positive, this negative, this is positive, negative, and positive. So all the positives should be on the above of the x-axis, while the all negatives should be below x-axis. Okay, so let's go back to our, should I say, look at this, para di ka malibog. Okay, so ang duha are below x-axis, ang tulo is above x-axis. Now if we go back on the, let's save this first para dili mawa, capture, save na to.
Diba mao man atong graph. Okay, so this is the kanang kabantay mo ning 3 and the 0. So if we can remember, or should I say our test points, di ba? For ato ang gigamit earlier, that's negative 4. Negative 4, makita ra ba? Yes, makita ra. Negative 4, negative 1.
Negative 1/2 and positive 3, diba? So sa positive 3, sa right sa positive 3, that's above axis. If you remember, this is above axis, plus here in between, that's negative, here in between, that's positive, here in between, that's negative and the left of the negative 4 is positive or above x-axis. Now look at 3. The right of 3 is positive, so muna siyang pasaka na itong arrow na makita niyo. Now, sa left sa atong 3 is minus or negative, mo nang below sa x-axis. Now, if you can go on 0, here, tingnan sa arrow, this is 1/3, diba? This is negative 1/3. And the right of the negative 1/3, kung nabantay mo, paibabaw. The left of negative 1/3, paubos. Okay? Now, if you go on negative 4, guys, sa right sa negative 4 should be below. And the left sa negative 4 should be above the x-axis. Now, let's check later what will happen.
Okay, so after that, na naman tay arrowheads. Na-forma naman nato atong arrow. So, ang ato lang buhaton na i-continue lang na. So, kining 3 sa right is padayon ni atong arrow. Pero, di yun na siya mo lapas arera na taman. Dili na siya mo lapas aning asymptotes or horizontal asymptotes. Okay? Then, sa 3 pod, so, pa-down ni siya. So, dili po na siya mulapas ng aning vertical asymptotes dire. Next is kining kuan X-intercept or zeros dire. Pa-right ani, pa-down na sa ibabaw. So, it will goes up. Mo cross na siya ng aning horizontal asymptotes pero dili na siya mo cross sa vertical asymptotes. So, padayon na siya dito. While kining 1 ari pa dong sa left, modritso na siya dire sa kini nga ikaduha nga vertical asymptotes pero di gyapon siya mulapas. Then ang next nga na dire sa beyond sa negative 4, so dire na siya kini nga part. Okay, so mag-create po na siya og smooth curve dire. Dayon di gyapon mulapas sa vertical asymptotes. So atong itanawon, look at this. So it will become like this. Okay. So it will become like this. Kung nakita ninyo ang atong curve, or should I say graph. Tanawa ninyo ang atong graph. So tanawa nga arrowheads. Now atong i-connect ang mga arrowheads nato. So para mahibawan ninyo kung unsa na mag-i-continue or kung doubtful mo, especially dire sa kini nga middle portion, kini nga ika permiro nga zeros kini kanang naa sa ako ang cursor. Kung doubtful mo kung asa pa dong ang arrowhead, kung mulapas ba siya sa nganong mulapas siya sa horizontal asymptotes, you can check. You can do a table of values in regards to here. So this kini pa dong diri sa right, basta dili lang mulapas aning vertical asymptotes. You can check or you can double check if you want. And then it will become like this if we try to complete the sketch by connecting the arrowhead, making sure that the sketch passes through the Y-intercept as well. So the sketch should follow the horizontal asymptotes as the x values goes to the extreme left and right of the Cartesian plane. So it will become like this. Okay, so like that. So it will become like that, guys. So rough sketch of the graph following the information above. So look at this area kini. So mulahos jud na dito kay mulahos mo sa nandire. Okay, ang dili ra mulahos kini nga part, and then kini nga part dire sa pikas, dili mulahos sa horizontal asymptotes. Now if we here, since mo na ni, so if we go on the actual graph, ato i-read na to para makita mo sa actual graph. So this would be the actual graph, guys. Okay, so the actual graph obtained through the graphing software is shown on this kini next figure kani. So actual sketch of the graph using software grapher. You can use GeoGebra dito ako but pasabot katong wala na ko na limtan ako sulti sa inyo. Okay, so From the graph, we observe that the function increases and decreases without bound. The graph also crosses the horizontal asymptotes. Therefore, the range of the function is the set R of real numbers. So, muna ang range sa atong problem. So, the range of this function is the set R of all real numbers. So, muna si tubag sa range. Alright. So, that's it. Thank you. And try to check our other videos in order for you to learn in regards to this particular problem. Hope you learned something. Bye-bye.